last year was also his first year of playing professional basketball, and you know, Squeaky came in kind of with a hot head. I remember I think it was maybe the first day or second day of practice. You know, he immediately goes and just confronts JJ, so we just had like this big argument. But that showed me heart right there. You know, just showed me that, you know, he wanted to win just like everybody else wanted to win. I think from that, him and JJ have grown, have gotten a tight relationship, and JJ respects him and he respects JJ for that whole situation. And in sports, that's how it is. Sometimes fights and things like that make bonds stronger, you know, but, you know, he's a good guy. He's a great guy on and off the floor. I'm sure most of you got a chance to talk to him. He's always smiles, and, you know, he wants to work hard every day. He's my energy guy, you know, in practice and in games. You know, a lot of times he's the guy clapping, getting everybody going. You know, I told him, I talked to him in the summer and let him know I don't want his leadership to be so much vocal as it is just action-wise. That's funny? So he's been doing that up to this point. You know, he comes to work every day. He respects what he does and looks at it as a privilege, and that's always a good thing. We're all blessed to be up here to play basketball professionally, and I like to see guys who look at that as a blessing and also who take advantage of the situation, because, you know, there are a lot of people who want to be in our shoes. So it helps to go out and work hard every day, and he does that, and he pushes guys, and, you know, I expect big things from him this year. He had a good year last year. I'm sure he'll even have a better year this year. He had an adjustment period last year at the beginning, which is normal with anybody who plays professional basketball, but he came around towards the end and he finished strong. So, you know, we passed that phase now, so hopefully he'll be able to give us a lot more than he gave us last year, which I'm sure he will. He's a defensive specialist, so I always try to put him on the best men. Well, that's what we tried to do last year, Last year we tried to put him on the best men offensively on the other team, and he was always successful in shutting them down, so I don't expect any different this year. That's Squeaky Hammer. Next up, we have Gareth Murray. Gareth Murray is in his third year with the Rocks. Okay, so he was here before I was. I was surprised to see him last year. I've never seen him before. He wasn't utilized as much his first year here. It was that was his transition time, making his transition into the professional game. He was discovered just in a tryout that the Rocks had, an open tryout. Come to find out, he's a talented player. I don't know if you guys have been reading papers and quotes of my opinions on players this year, but I did make a point to mention that I feel like Gareth is the most talented player on our team, all around talent-wise. He can play. I think he can play anywhere from the 2 to the 5 position. He has a talent to shoot the ball, to dribble, to penetrate, and to guard a bigger guy. He has athletic ability, and he has a lot of potential. It's just about getting the potential out of him. He sleeps quite a bit. So whenever I can wake him up, he's a good player. Okay, but no, he did a good job for us last year too. He came on strong towards the end, especially. He was giving us big minutes, and his confidence built up where he was actually effective offensively too. So that was good for us last year. I'm going to push him harder this year, and I want him to have that freedom, to take that shot or to, step up and be the guy who makes it. And I think he has that ability to do that. So I'll be looking for that in him this year. That's Gareth Murray. Okay, this is he's a veteran with myself and Rob. We come together a lot, and we have meetings and talk about what we think needs to happen within the team. He gives me advice on what we need to work on, and he's really been helpful in that sense. Basketball-wise, most of you have seen him play. He's a 3-man. He's a sharpshooter. He can get to the basket. He's going to drive baseline and spin. Okay, he gets to the basket whenever he wants to. Okay, so that's a good thing. once again, another good guy on and off the court, and I'm sure you all had a chance to talk to him. He's one of the leaders on the team. He's just like Rob is. I depend on both of these guys to kind of help me throughout the season, and they're willing to do that, and I appreciate that. And hopefully, that'll help us as a team to get through the tough times. But the whole group of guys as a whole, it's a mature group of guys. We know each other, we like each other. Other than Bilal, we don't know him yet, but so far it's been so good. He's been able to withstand the banter that the team has, and if he can get past that, then you can handle anything. Okay. So yeah, it's been good so far this year. We're expecting big things. Hopefully, we'll have big things to give to you guys and be successful as possible. It will be an adjustment phase. Hopefully, it won't be a long one. Let's pray it's not a long one. I want it to be a short one rather than a long one. But one thing I will say is that we'll work hard, and you'll see a team that wants to win every game. Okay, we're gonna focus on our defense. We're gonna have that fire and that will to win every game, and that's something that a lot of teams can't say. But I will guarantee you that we will fight every game for you, and we appreciate your support. We appreciate you coming out every game. We appreciate you coming out tonight. And the people that are here are our core base of fans here at the organization, and we appreciate everything that you've done, and just continue to support us throughout the season. Okay? Thanks a lot.